Hey guys, Immersed here. Welcome to a Protection Paladin in Temple of Kotmogu. However you want to pronounce it, that's how I pronounce it. Alright, so basically what this is, it's a 4-point oddball match, if you guys want to call it that. There's 4 orbs in the match, and you need to hold on to all 4 or 2 to keep up the score. And for as long as you hold each orb, you gain points. So this is a very, very intense gameplay match. This is awesome. So the best strategy, and this is my first match, guys, and just like my other video in Silver Shard Mines, that was also my first match. So I just wanted to show you guys what my first experience was in these battlegrounds. And this one was just hectic. It was ridiculous. It was so hectic. So I cut a few parts just because I did go down, and the reason I did die, I want to just tell you guys right now, is basically when you're holding the orb, basically what happens is 35% damage, you get 35% damage increased to you, 35% reduced healing incoming to you, and you do, I think, 10 or 20 increased damage to your target. So what that basically means is if you're holding the orb, you're going to take more damage, healers aren't going to do as much healing to you, but you can do more damage. So as you can see, this warlock right here has a really good plan. He has the orb and he demonic circle teleports up there, so none of the melee classes can follow him. Now we do have a holy priest and a restoration druid within the main circle. Now I'm not quite sure why they decided to hold it here. Personally, I would hold it back near my spawn, but I didn't actually get the orb too many times during this match, just because it was my first time in here. I didn't really know too much about what was going on, but after a while I did kind of learn. And right here, now I did play prot basically just because I thought it would be a really, really good spec, and it actually turned out to be. As you can see, I do have the, I will have the orb, sorry, in just a minute here. And the damage I take, even though it is increased, is not that bad. So I'm gonna have the orb right here, and this warlock is gonna try and dot me, but I'm not gonna even go that way. So as you see, we have 3 orbs, and under my mini-map, you see Committed, which is my Paladin, an Alliance symbol. Right under that was Swisher with a Horde symbol, Jack and Demon with 2 Alliance symbols. So that tells you who is holding what. So right now we are gaining a lot of points. This is basically a 3 cap to them, because if they only have 1 orb, there's no possible way their points are going to keep up with ours. We have 3, they have 1. So what they really need to focus on right now is getting at least 1 orb back to basically increase the score at the same pace. Or what they really, really need to do is either get 4 orbs or 3 orbs just to get past us. Now, this is a very, very intense match. And one of the reasons is basically because if you get 4 orbs on one team, the other team has nothing else to do. They have nothing to defend. All they have to do is group up and attack you. So I think that's why we decided to hold it in the middle, is because no matter where we are, the other team is going to come for you. If you're sitting on your spawn, if you're in the middle, if you're sitting on their spawn with the orbs, it doesn't matter, they will come for you. And I guess middle is just a fair area, I guess. Now one thing I do want to also touch on, now I do go down here, I have a lot of people on me, but I also do have the debuff because I was holding the orb. So one thing I do want to touch on is, unlike in Warsun Gulch or Twin Peaks, when you die as a flag carrier, no one can pick up the orb again. Like Warsun Gulch, if I go down and I drop the flag, one of my other teammates can pick up the flag. How this works is once you die with the orb will actually respawn at its spawning location, which is at the 4 points of the square here that we're in. So warlocks especially can be very powerful orb, maybe not orb holders, but orb takers, however you want to call it, orb capturers, orb receivers, whatever. But what I mean by that is if they put their demonic circle up here, basically where I'm standing, and say the purple orb gets respawned, or the orange orb, or the blue, or the green, they demonic circle up, grab it, jump right back down, and hand it off to one of their tanks. So that's very important to keep in mind when you're strategizing for this battleground. If you do run with a warlock, if you have a guild and you got a warlock in it, if you guys do pre-mades, bring a warlock, get his demonic circle near that, pour it up, grab it, pour it back down, drop it for your tank. It's very, very simple. It's an extremely intense match though. Like at one point we had 3 orbs, now they have 2, we only have 1. So it is a very hectic, ridiculously hectic match. It is, I cannot wait to bring fully PvP geared videos of this out so I can really do some damage, I can really survive. It is absolutely just a riot to play this battleground. Between this one and Silver Shark Mine, this one is by far my favorite. Just because no matter what kind of match it is definitely gonna be, it promises to be a very, very interesting, intense match. So right here, we have 3, they only have 1. And if you watch the score at the top of the screen, you can see our points are going up considerably faster and going up by a lot more than theirs. Strictly because we are holding 3 and they are only holding 1. So the reason I spam Hammer the Righteous in Battlegrounds is just to get, avoid as much melee damage as I can. And when you're holding an orb that increases the damage you take, that's not a half bad idea. So right now we have a prop paladin, myself holding the flag, the orb. We have a restoration druid, and now I believe we have a restoration shaman on our team holding the flag. And on their side they have a feral druid. So as you can see, again, we dropped one of their orbs. Now it's 2 orbs against 2 orbs. We both have 2. Our points are going to go up at the exact same pace because we both have 2. Now right there, one of their guys goes down, so it's back to 2-1. So it is just, as you can see, it's, no pun intended, but it's an extreme juggling match here. You never know what's going to happen. The minute you go down can change the match. So right here is just holding the orb of power in the center of the temple for about 2 minutes. So that's very, very cool. First game getting an achievement like that is pretty awesome. So right here, just trying to get this druid off of the restoration druid in here. I'm running with my fiance, which is a holy priest, and I'm very grateful for that. Being a tank healer team really has its benefit. Now, one thing I want to also touch on is the 2 set that I have from the PvP gear, and I only have 2 pieces, by the way. I only have 2 PvP pieces, which are the shoulders and the hands. And the reason I want to touch on this is because the first set bonus, I believe, is 400 or 500 PvP power, and that increases my damage against enemy players. And then after that, the second one is anytime I use Crusader Strike, I get an extra 800 PvP power for 6 seconds. That is very, very good. That is amazing. That's only 2 pieces. That's an amazing 2-piece bonus. So that's the end of the game. I wasn't too high in damage because I was running prot, but I think I did very good. I had a lot of fun running that. Thank you guys very much for watching.